we have all sort of been obsessing about these drones and how they were going to impact our lives and when we'd start seeing mass use of them. What do you make about the reports that the FAA is going to impose regulations? Is this the right way to go?
Well, there's a real conflict here. Innovators don't want to have to ask the government for permission to innovate. That's just basically a bad idea. At the same time, there's a real public safety issue here. I don't want drones falling out of the sky onto my head or onto my car. So we do need to strike a balance. The balance that I hope is that we strike a pro-innovation balance.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen some pretty scary reports recently, especially with these drones coming really close to commercial air flight. I mean, I don't think any of us want to see that. Some of the things the FAA is reportedly talking about doing is having a license, limiting flights to daytime hours, 400 feet of controls. These are some of the things that are being talked about. We have to wait to get official word from the FAA. But what is that going to mean for businesses? We've seen, you know, Amazon and the likes testing out the idea of this for deliveries. Would those type of regulations stand in the way of widespread use of drones?
Yeah, if those are what the regulations turn out to be, they strike me as pretty restrictive. For example, the whole point of a drone is that the craft flies itself. So the requirement that you would need a pilot's license doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I understand some of the other restrictions, but the package you just described sounds really, really narrow to me.
You know, Andrew, I think one of the worries is we were just talking before about spyware, where we've been seeing, you know, bots taking over baby monitors. This seems like an extension, again, of technology where the products are running ahead of some of the rules that should regulate who and how they're used.
In a sense, yeah, but if there are things that we're worried about, for example, if we think that drones might lead to privacy violations, let's make sure we make the use illegal. If we want to make it okay for people to suntan in their backyards without being photographed, then make that activity illegal. Let's not clamp down on the technology itself, because if you do that too heavily, then you just don't get innovation. And when I look at, for example, the amazing snowstorm that we just had in Buffalo, I would really want to be able to fly in groceries and medicine and whatnot to people who are snowbound via drones.